Hi, Brandon Hardison, President Champion Strategies, with another edition of our public speaking workshop. Today, I would like to talk about a little ideas to succeed when you give your next public speaking performance. Be controversial. The first 30 seconds of a speaker's presentation tells you almost everything you need to know about what's next. That means you probably haven't made it past introducing yourself before you either lost or gained the attention of the audience. So, how do you make the most of the first few seconds? First, be controversial. Use inflection in your voice and engage in natural, friendly body language. Instead of staying glued to your podium, walk casually back and forth in front of your audience. Gesture with your hands. Make eye contact with individual people in front of you. Next, don't memorize your content. You should understand the concepts that you're going to be speaking on. So the overall structure of your presentation should be there, but don't recite your speech word for word. You'll seem rehearsed and less engaged. Also, rejoice if you make any mistakes. I once had an instructor who would openly rejoice when she made her first mistake in front of a large class. She said it took the pressure off the remainder of her class time so she could simply relax and now teach. While I wouldn't recommend calling out the first mistake you make in front of your audience, they likely didn't even notice. It's something you can quickly take note of internally. Don't beat yourself up. Don't feel embarrassed or let it derail your composure. Simply acknowledge your first mistake and view it as permission to relax and move on with your presentation. Also, if you have the ability, tell stories, make it personal. Think of your audience about don't even caring about personal stories. Let me put it this way, they probably care more about the story you just told than the pie chart on the PowerPoint behind you. Your audience is more likely to remember and share the stories you tell. And the reason being is that every good presenter is a storyteller. Whether you're selling a large ticket item, whether you're talking to one of your family members or friends, you share human stories, and that's what they remember. If you'd like to see a little bit more about that, check out TED's talk and listen to some of the storytelling that goes on. Very powerful storytelling, which is one of the reasons they're so memorable. Stories also give your audience more content around your topic, heightening their ability to relate and find value in what you have to say. Basically, when in doubt, tell a story. We have to remember to channel nervous energy into positive energy. If you're not excited about your presentation, why would your audience be? One way to channel excitement into your public speaking is to transform nervous energy into positive energy. There is another great insight here. If you watch reporters interviewing any type of Olympic athlete or professional athlete or anyone on stage or on screen, you'll notice that all of them pretty much give the same response when they're asked this question. Were you nervous before delivering, before competing? before the game and listen to the answer. No, I was excited. In other words, they had the ability to know that they were nervous, but they took all of that tension, the sweaty palms, and the fast heart rate, and they channeled it into focusing. I am not nervous, I'm excited. Always remember to speak slowly, pause often. Speaking slowly is hard to do, I know that, but especially when you're giving a presentation. But not only does a slower speed make it easier for your audience to understand, it also makes you seem more composed and thoughtful. Your pacing should feel a little unnatural. Only then have you probably found the right cadence. Another way to control the pace of your presentation is to routinely pause for between 3 and 5 seconds. The length of the pause remains controversial, while allowing you to take a breath and refocus before moving forward. As a bonus, it's just long enough to get people to look up from their smartphones to see why you have stopped. Once again, Brandon Hardison, President of Champion Strategies, with our ongoing series of public speaking. And as always in parting, you go out and you make it a champion day.